Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Let It Die. In the previous episode we'd gone up the tower and completed a bunch of quests. Got a new blueprint, got some materials. Gonna be handing these quests in now and checking out what the blueprint is gonna become. So when you find blueprints in the game, if it's something you haven't discovered yet, it'll be full of question marks. So you can see it's a blueprint with a question mark on it. The icon has a question mark and the description of the equipment has got a question mark. If you find a blueprint which you've already discovered, you'll see pretty quickly that you've discovered it. When you're standing over the blueprint, it'll show what the equipment is, so you don't really need to bother picking those ones up because you already know them. Let's level up a bit. Get the vitality to maximum. There we go. Check out this blueprint we got.
Huh? You've got something nice there, ain't you?
Okay, great. So this requires veneer plank and iron scraps. What do I need? What can I use? I think I'll take a buzzsaw knuckles. And they've kicked me out of the menu because I cannot buy any more items. They won't let me, and the reason is my death bag is full. So I'm gonna have to empty out this death bag before continuing onwards, before purchasing anything more. So I'm going to store the materials I found. I'll press L1 to look at materials only, then I'll store these guys in the bank. There we go. Got a bunch of frogs, healing items. I probably won't have to pick up any more frogs from now on. I have enough healing items. I'll store the crush room. I'll be using that, maybe the tough room as well. Yeah, those are buffing items. Increase your attack and defense. I might be wanting to use that on the next challenging enemy I take on. Just, let's see, I can equip that over here. Equip the buzzsaw knuckles on the left side. And then I think I'll do the quests for taking out 10 enemies in a row using the buzzsaw. It's pretty cool that this is available from the very start of the game. That is a change they've made to make it easier for newer players, having those two weapons already purchasable. And the buzzsaw knuckles was one of my favorite weapons to obtain. And it took me forever to find the blueprint for it, so I'm quite happy to have it already accessible. And the iron bat as well, since I'm going to be wanting to level that weapon. So in this episode I think I'll be farming materials to upgrade, looking for blueprints, and I'll talk a bit about the material types you can find on floors and where to farm certain types of materials. Okay, got another pair of pants. I'll probably put those in the bank to equip on another character. I'll purchase another buzzsaw knuckles and a metal bat. There we go.
Come back anytime.
I'll go and hand in the quests I've already completed. More Magian tips.
Yeah, speak your words. I just finished the game anyway. You want some tips? Here they are.
Okay, counter with perfect guard. You can actually block damage with the weapon you've got equipped, or even with your bare hands. Just guard with good timing and the enemy will even stagger back, giving you a chance to counter. You'll look pretty dumb if you mess it up though. So yeah, that's an interesting mechanic in the game, the perfect guard. Timing your guards perfectly will give you an almost parry-like effect, making that you receive no damage from the initial attack, and the enemy will stagger. However, if the enemy is using a poison or fire type weapon, you'll still get either poisoned or burned if you perfect guard those weapons. That's something to keep in mind.
I really don't know anything like about games.
Okay, what are you doing in an arcade then? Completed quests, completed quests. Okay, I could pick up another quest. I did unlock some new quests. Let's see, what is this? Hovering tubers, I'll pick that one up. Yes. And what is this? Use a pickaxe to defeat all the enemies in Wanoki. Alright, that's not a simple quest, but I'll pick it up because I've got room to pick up quests.
I had a dream that you beat this game yesterday, and that's gotta be a good sign, right?
Here we go. So I got another mail from Majin, most likely. My data, mastery level, I've discovered new weapons that I hadn't found before. And I've increased the mastery level on some weapons. Now, the mastery level, you can see on the right side of the screen where you're looking at the mastery page for weapons. You can see at the top, it'll say the name of the weapon, the hammer, then level 7, and the experience required, the ability points required for the next level. And you'll see the rewards for unlocking new levels. Now level 2, attack power +1, level 3, attack power +2, level 4, rage move +1, stamina loss, attack 1, combo plus. So you'll see increased strength of rage moves, increased strength of Gortastic, increased rewards for Gortastic kills, stamina loss, attack increases by a certain percentage, and additional abilities with the weapons, like new attacks you get. You have combos, which gain more attacks in the combo. And you'll get like new moves like R1 and L1 attacks. So that's the reward for leveling up weapons is more of everything, just more efficiency, more killing power, and more combos and moves. There's quite a lot of it's quite an in-depth system to it. So combo extended. With the bats, attack 1 combo extended, unlock new move, full swing, wait, then press R or L2 at combo level 3. Okay, I'll have to try that out. I didn't know that the bat had a delayed attack. Give that a shot. So, spamming the attack button, this happens. 1, 2... Oh yeah, okay. So, delayed attacks, certain weapons, specifically weapons with free hit combos, will have a special strong attack if you wait for a few seconds and then press the attack button on your third swing. So swing twice, wait for a second. Oh, wait, I messed it up. Swing twice, wait, and then attack. And it looks different from the attack you would normally get if you just spam the attack button. So attack, 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 and you get this. Keep on attacking. See that attack, then attack again, wait for a second, and special attack. And a lot of weapons which have free hit combos have a special delayed third move in the combo. Pick up my quest rewards. You can see that they're waiting for me because of the green light. Alright, a couple more death medals. Scratch medal. 5,000. 5,000 kill points? I'm gonna leave these here for now. You can keep the rewards you obtain in the reward box forever, for as long as you want. The only real limit you have is that it's got a maximum of 50 spots that you can keep in there. But it's a good idea to keep spliffium and kill coins in your reward box, because everything in there cannot be raided by enemies playing Tokyo Death Metro, raiding your base. Because in the Tokyo Death Metro, people can use to raid your base and steal your resources. So I've got 3,000 resources for kill coins, 2,000 spliffium. They can't take your death medals, but they can take your kill coins and spliffium. They can also only raid your base while you're not here, which makes sense because if you're here, you would be able to defend your base. But when you're up in the tower, or if you're logged out of the game, people can raid your base. Let's see, got those things equipped. Gonna equip the other bustle, get that quest done. I've got that and this. Yeah, I was gonna put the other legs in the bank. So the further up the tower you get, the more game features become unlocked. I've noticed that this little thingy here is conspicuously not functional yet, so we'll probably be unlocking that at some point. I don't think it takes that long for all of the base game features to unlock. You do need to defeat the first boss before the Tokyo Death Metro becomes available. So a couple of things. I think by level 20 we'll have unlocked most of the main features of the game. Now notice the boss on floor 30, the icon is returned. The boss icon is shows that the boss is alive. If we go and kill Cohen, that'll change. So I'm gonna go ahead and go and attack Cohen. So it's floor 3 Tamata. It's the boss floor. Every so many floors you will come across a mid-boss that you'll have to defeat to make progress. Usually you can climb to a certain extent of the tower without defeating the bosses, but you'll run up against locked gates, at which point you can only continue making vertical progress up the tower after defeating the boss, unlocking the gates to get further. So going easily for us is always right next to the elevator up. Anything I need to take him out? No, I think I'll just go and level up. Cohen gives you, the mid-bosses give you an increased experience points, but also increased battle points to your weapons mastery level. So if you're leveling your weapon mastery, especially early game, it's killing mid-bosses is a good way to do so. Hello. You know I'm here. It's usually a good idea to wait for Cohen to do something and then counterattack. As with a lot of enemies in the game, it's better to wait and see what they're gonna do and then counterattack. Okay, so defending against Cohen. Not defending. Yeah, that's the same. Wonk. Wonk. So that's our quest to defeat Cohen completed. Boom. Game's a bit gory, a bit bloody, just a bit. So he's dropped his the goods. DoD arms blue metal. So this is the main reason you'll want to come back and defeat mid-bosses. This is a resource that's going to be required to upgrade gear. Okay, so we've taken out Cone. And, oh yeah, well, I was going to show off, on the map, you'll notice the icon for the boss is disappeared. So you'll know that the boss is no longer available. Now, if you want to respawn him, going to the waiting room will respawn all the bosses you've previously defeated. So if you want to fight Cohen again, just pop back in the waiting room, then come back up here. Now, there's cotton material here. Cotton. Now, what I was gonna delve into is farming materials. Certain floors have certain types of materials, and running through them a couple of times you'll notice certain trends. Like floor 1, Ikigara, has no materials available on it that I know of. It only has beasts and mushrooms and treasure. Now, Imokawa has all types of materials available, as well as beasts and mushrooms. Tamata, the floor we're on now, this floor has cloth, what do they call it, fiber? Anyway, it's got only cloth type materials, so this chest, again, guaranteed DIY attack coat blueprint. So if we want cloth, or if you need to farm cloth, this is the floor to be. It has all kinds of different types. It's got cotton, silk, wool, hemp, all the good stuff. Awesome.
Hell yeah!
Oh, there's the hater. Very good, see my guy. So this isn't an enemy player. This is the NPC. Yeah, double team. Ow. Perfect guard. Okay. That's probably one of the coolest things about Let It Die. The exaggerated deaths and the bloody explosions. Mouse. Do I need you? Oh. Actually, I'm gonna pick you up anyway. I should be working on the quests to defeat 10 enemies in a row using the buzz or knuckles. I'm gonna start doing that. DIY attack head. Could it be that this is another guaranteed blueprint? I believe last time we were here we picked up this DIY attack head also. Huh. That's interesting. Okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know that yet. But it looks like that might be a guaranteed DIY attack head blueprint. Always available here. It's another mastery improvement, rage move increase. So that's this one, more damage for this. The ultimate attack. Ooh. Ah. Just a bit too much damage to be able to get a rage move. I mean, Gortastic. So here's hemp. You can find all of the cloth types on third floor Tamata. Here's another area you can access for resources. We're gonna climb this. There's a lot of there's a lot of scenery and there's a lot of climbing and acrobatics going on in Let It Die. Like this room, this floor tile has it's got two ways to traversing it. You can go up the little waterfall type thing there, or go up this side. It's got a few different iterations. Blueprint for the iron hammer. We can see what it is, so that means we've already got it. If it's a blueprint we don't yet own, then it will probably show up as a question mark. I believe the only exception to that rule is in the shops, the Hyakufunsha. But I'll get into those when we find one. More hemp. I'm gonna get rid of some of my healing items. I'm not using them very often anyway, so you can kind of if you've already dealt with the hater on the floor, you've got pretty much a free pass to run around and collect everything without worry. Pew, pew, pew. Are you okay? So here's an interesting thing to take note of. There is a trap right here on this room, this floor tile. So it's got the two pipes on the side, and then here you've got a slightly different colored tile. If you walk on it, that's the trap. Go ahead and eat this. Now my inventory is full, so I'll be heading back to the waiting room to get everything stuck in the bank. Silk, that's cool. Haven't found one of those yet. Get rid of my frogs. Another red box. Don't want it. So, checking the map, we're looking for the elevator down, which is the up and down arrows box icon on the map. We also got little diamond exclamation marks, which are interaction points. So you can switch the display by pressing triangle, and it'll show you the meaning of all the icons on the minimap. It's been pretty helpful. On the right, it'll also show you the meaning of the icons you'll find there. The upside down person icon is a downed fighter. So if one of your fighters has been defeated on that floor, they'll show up. We haven't really came across that scenario yet. Okay, just on the brink of being out of breath. Waiting room, off we go. When you're running around the floor, if you're on an empty floor and you don't have a lot of enemies to fight, or you're traversing a long distance, you save a lot of time sprinting, but you have to keep an eye on your beating heart stamina meter. When it gets into the purple, you have to start letting go of the sprint button and normal running. Well, actually don't let go of the sprint button. Your character keeps sprinting. You can press the sprint button again to stop sprinting, or what I prefer to do is just let go of the left analog for a second, and then press the left analog again to start normal run or walking. Okay, got a bunch of cloth resources, some dot arms blue. That's a good find. Get those in the bank. Off you go. Off you go. I'm gonna turn this mouse... Actually, it is a rat. No wonder I'm confused about that. Yeah, I've been calling them rats, but they are rats. Okay, they're rats, but when you take them out, they'll drop a mouse shroom. Okay, you'd think it would be a rat shroom if you got it from a rat. Well, I got this. Now, these are quite handy mushrooms to have, especially in preparation for boss fights, because what the mouse shrooms will do, rage gauge increase medium. When they're not cooked, they'll give you 1 point of rage gauge filling, and if they're cooked and you eat them, top left of the screen, the number 0 goes up to number 3, meaning we've got 3 points of rage that we can use. And another point is you can tell how much rage weapons require to use their rage move by the little turquoise flashing box in the top left corner of the weapon icons. As I'm switching through my weapons, you can tell the fist weapon has a requirement of 1 rage gauge to use. The rake, or the pickaxe, has also got a requirement of 1 rage. I don't think I have any weapons on me that require more rage to use. Although, the bats, you can also tell while you're inspecting a weapon. Press R3 to inspect items, and you can see the different explanation of the rage move, what it does, and ability, durability loss, stamina consumption. I think rage move cost is 1 point. So there's that. So that's going to be it for this episode. See you guys in the next one.